guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope all of you guys are hanging on in there. Okay, so I am back. Okay, this probably will be the last reading of 2022. Okay, so I wanted to jump on here and share the card that came out. Okay, so when I was asking, like, okay, well, maybe should I do a reading, because I'm not really sure if I'm going to have time, you know, to do a reading. And it was like, well, let me see what it's going to be about. I mean, this is like, you know, if I do a reading on what's the last shit, if I do a reading on like the end of 2022, what is the reading going to be about? Okay, and this card came out, so I read it and I'm like, okay, let me record, let me share this message before I pull anything else, right? Okay, so when I asked what is the message of the last message for 2022, this card came out, the Five of Summer, which is the Five of Cups. And sorry if y'all hear Gizmo snoring in the background. Okay, so the Five of Summer came out, so I said, okay, let me go ahead and just see what the hell this message is. All right, so this says, trust that there is a reason for everything that happens. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. So this tells me that at this time, you guys, as a collective, and this is a collective message, if it resonates, it resonates, and if it doesn't, then it just doesn't, okay? But this tells me that the majority of us as a collective, okay, we ain't doing so damn sharp right at this time, okay? With the Five, because this is the Five of Cups, this is the Five of Summer, this is, you know, like, listen, this shit ain't looking too damn sharp, okay? But trust that there's a reason. Trust that there's a reason for everything that happens. Okay? Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others, focusing on that which frightens or worries you. So there, deep down, okay, there is some fear of the unknown. There's some frustration that has been building up, or that has been built up, okay? And there's also some worry about tomorrow not working out as I feel like it should. Is what's happening. And that's what's putting us in this energy of the Five of Summer or the Five of Cups, okay, which could be sadness, which could be just overwhelming frustration, just like, you know, worry. It could be a little bit of depression as well. It could be feeling alone. It could be like your emotions are just all over the place, you know what I'm saying? And it's coming from the focus of what are you focusing on? How are you processing the information that you are receiving? Or how are you processing, you know, what's happening on the outside of you? Are you only focusing on what's wrong in your life? Because if you're only focusing on what's wrong, right? Or if you're not just like not only focusing on what's wrong, but if that's a big focus, if you're focused more on what's wrong versus focusing more on what's right, like which one are you focusing more on? Because I know you cannot sit up here and tell me that, yeah, I honestly believe that there could be some shit that's popping off, or that you may feel like it's not right, or you don't like about your life. I believe you, right? But I also believe that there is just as much good, positive shit that is happening in your life as well. The question is, which one are you focusing more on? Because which one that you are focusing more on, okay, is what you are really feeling. It's not denying what you're feeling. It's not denying that what you're seeing isn't what I want. It's not denying it. It's saying, like, yes, it's there, right? But out of the two, which one are you choosing to focus more on? Because you have a choice on what you focus on. We have a choice on what we focus on out here at the end of the day. We can look at some shit and be like, I don't like how that's looking, right? We can look at this and be like, but I like how that's looking over there, you know? Or I like how this looking, or I like how this is, or I appreciate that, and I appreciate that. That's looking crazy. But I do appreciate this, and I do appreciate that about my life. I do appreciate this about me. I do appreciate that about that person. That right there looking terrible, you know, but I do appreciate this and I do appreciate that. Like which more of the energies are you focusing more on? Because it says something about how much you love yourself. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others. So that means if somebody is getting on your nerves, or they're coming at you with some negative energy, or they, whatever they're doing, right, that's bothering you or that's triggering you, right? This is why triggers are looked at as opportunities for growth. Because Spirit knows that at the end of the day, when somebody's negative or somebody's doing something wrong, or, you know what I'm saying, no, it doesn't really have too much to do with you. But we have been conditioned to take that action, okay, or that behavior and internalize it and personalize it. And you know what I'm saying? Like take it in and absorb it, you know, and make it about us. You know what I'm saying? And we don't need to do that no more. I'm about to get ready to get some money. Sorry. You know, we don't need to do that anymore. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others. Remove yourself from the negative emotions of others. And the negative, okay, really is just wounded, right? Woundedness, trauma, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Remove yourself from that energy, meaning don't like personalize it. Don't engage in it. Don't like, you know what I'm saying? Put your all in it. Put your focus on it, responding and engaging. You know what I'm saying? Like don't get all wrapped up in that. Pretty much is what it's saying. Okay? At the end of the day. Alright, what else you want to say here about this Five of Cups energy? Shuffle. Basically, that's what you're saying. Lord have mercy. Now look at this. Separation and engagement. Now you tell me something. What the hell is Spirit talking about? You know how I'm picking this up? It can go either way. At the end of the day, you guys, it can go either way. This is what I'm saying about, this is why healing is here, right? This is what I'm saying about like what we are choosing to focus on. Whatever you choose to focus on more of will determine the outcome. That's why it's always been about, you know, the hangman energy. You know, look at the situation differently. Change your perception. Look at it differently. Change your perception. Change your perception. Change your perception. Because if it's something that you really want, okay, you cannot believe that if it's something that you really want and that you really desire, if you're focusing on the worst about it, there's no way in hell that it's going to work out in your favor. If you're only focusing on the worst about it, it's not going to work out in your favor. It can go either way. For those of you dealing with relationships where this is involving love and relationships, you know, whatever you're focusing on, you shall create. So some of you guys are going to create separation, and some of you guys are going to create engagement. At the end of the day, that's how powerful your motherfucking energy, that's how powerful your energy is. Whatever you choose to focus on is what you're asking for. Wisdom. Wisdom over logic. Wisdom over feelings. It's wisdom first. At the end of the day, okay? At the end of the day is what it's saying. You create your reality, right? Ain't that what they say in the spiritual world? Commitment. You are loved. Stay optimistic about your love life, okay? There's a commitment that's coming in for a lot of you guys. There's a commitment that's already on the table. You are loved, especially by spirit, but specifically by someone else that you may feel have their back turned to you at this time, okay? But there is love here. There's a commitment. This is the event card. There's a commitment that's coming in that's on the table already, right? But it's what's going to determine that is whatever the soul chooses to focus on. Oh, I got a good one for 2023, you guys. I already got the download for 2023. It ain't gonna be nothing to play with. Okay? But for right now, choose wisely. Because at the end of the day, it's up to you, right? Yeah, pretty much. That's what it's saying. I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. I can't. I can't. I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love. But let me read this one. Hold on. I'm unapologetic about what I desire and trust that what I focus on will grow. Wow. Period. That's how much you are in control of your situation. I recognize that I have chosen fear and I choose again. I choose love. Fucking beautiful. Fucking beautiful. I almost want to just end it there. I mean, you know, quick, short, and simple for 2022, you guys, okay? Hang on in there. Matter of fact, let me just pull one more and I'll just read the first part of it, okay? I mean, absolutely, it makes sense to me, okay? It makes sense. Let me shuffle. 34, Spirit of the Warrior. There it is. Absolutely. That's what it's going to take. That is what it is going to take. Spirit of a warrior. All right, let's see here. It says, do not give up. If you feel hopeless, despair, defeat, or frustration, and wonder if it's really worth it, place your mind and your heart in awareness of what it is that is inspiring you. Do you feel alone on your quest? Look for the legion of beings in spirit and upon the earth that fight alongside you, fearless and ferocious with love. Be uplifted by your fellow spirit warriors, beloved one. Feel the joy of their love and unity with you. You have access to the divine power that conquers any obstacle, wins every battle, and secures every victory. That's how motherfucking powerful you really are. Don't believe it. Know it. See you next year.